I might check these guys out.
Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, a chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart.
Alright, here you go.
Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
I got 500 XP for just giving him money? Holy hell.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah?
I know what you did.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, shit. No, he told me he took care of it. He told me no one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident.
Who's he and what did he take care of?
A friend. An old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him.
Why you target Thomas?
Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora. And everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds.
Tell me exactly what you did.
I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that.
Tell me who this security friend of yours is.
Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just, come on, just let me go.
I'm not gonna kill you, but you better disappear forever.
Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
You're in the right place, baby.
Underbelly.
Be careful around here.
Frank's grab and go.
Sorry, I'm working.
You lost, kiddo?
This is the story, isn't it?
Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good.
I'm not gonna steal anything, that's what you're thinking.
Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble.
Did something happen?
Course something happened. Ain't that always the case?
True.
Let's just say, those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving.
What do you sell?
Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs.
Open a shop in New Atlantis or Sidonia if you don't like trouble.
And live in a UC? No thanks. Besides, I ain't about to let a few undesirables chase me away from what I've built here.
How much business do you get back here?
I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew.
What type of people are your non-regulars?
Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin.
You say you started this business with your husband?
Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop.
Kevin and Nastas told me a thug named Headlock hangs around here.
Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day?
I'll just hang around until Headlock shows up.
This city will be the death of me. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand him. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time?
How do you know him?
He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track.
He's terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
If you can't stand him, why do you care?
I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed.
I'll shake him down to cover Tevin's expenses.
You're every bit a thug that Headlock is. I'm done talking with you. You have your info, and I have a shop to run, so either beat it or buy something. Until next time.
Got a second? What? Oh, shoot. Give me a good scare. I thought you were There's as many traps as there are temptations here in Neon. Word of advice, later. What do you need?
Tell me about what you know about the stolen Hope Tech ship, and make it quick.
Hey, take it easy, will you? Take it down a notch, rookie. That's a valuable informant you're talking to. Go on, Billy. Tell us what you know.
Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
I can see where this is going.
Don't make me persuade you the hard way.
Whoa, 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 relax. No need to get rough here. Truth is, I'm scared enough as it is.
Come on. That's only gonna make things worse.
I can help you.
I mean, I can
But right
shoot
now,
you.
my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right?
Where are you going with this?
Please, just hear me out, okay? I need to know I can count on you.
This is Neon. Nobody here is innocent.
All right, I admit I've got a bad habit or two. Look, I know your time is valuable. Here's a few credits for your trouble. Now, if you'll just hear me out for a second. I really need your help. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
This Emmett Goodman sounds like a real class act.
Yeah, he's bad even by Neon standards. That's saying something.
What syndicate are you talking about?
The only one that matters around here. The Sioka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city. But that being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the outs, so they might not miss him much if he were to disappear.
It's not my problem. Now tell me what you know about the Starship
From
fleet.
where I'm standing, seems like our problems are intertwined like a couple of fuel lines in a thruster assembly.
You don't seem to understand. We need this information now.
I do understand. I'm trying to figure out a way to help you, okay? Okay. Had to try, right? The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit, and she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Well, what about me? You just gonna leave me twisting in the wind here?
If I were you, I'd get the hell out of Neon and start over somewhere else.
Did anyone meet Grace when she arrived?
Yeah, there were 4 guys waiting for her. Kind of stood out because they were all wearing old Freestar military outfits. After they talked, the 4 guys took off in the Hope Tech ship.
Grace is working with a mercenary outfit?
I'm not sure who they are, but they were wearing some old uniforms with a patch. It had a number 1 on it. Take care now.
So far, so good, rookie.
What do you know about
Keep
Grace?
it up. Not much. I know the reputation more than the person. She's one of the best shipjackers out there, which makes her expensive. She's also a daredevil who likes to take on tough jobs. Probably the kind who lives life 1 hour at a time. Stay out of trouble.
Oh, this is like the end of Epside. This is only one side of Epside, right? Because there's the other side to Epside. I want to go to the other side. Ooh, this framing area. Thanks.
Gangs think they run this thing.
Hey, Chief.
Yeah, here's more credits.
Chief, you're a real safety net.
Ryujin technician wanted to know if you found any slates.
Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind-resistant.
You keep spreadsheets?
I do. I write them on napkins you get from the eateries, and I use sauce packets for ink. It's not a perfect system, but it's pretty damn close.
I can find your old spreadsheet in exchange for the slate.
That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Can I get you anything?
I know what happened.
Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all.
Your husband was murdered, and security officer covered everything up to protect the killer.
I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him?
The killer's name was Rusty. Did Tommy ever interact with him before?
Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty?
I took care of him.
Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him. as long as he paid for what he did. And about security, did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up?
I didn't, and I doubt taking on security will end well for either of us.
Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here.
Not necessary.
Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
Yay. I hope I got more XP for declining it. Whee! Oh my god, that's so fast. Oh no. Fly. Oh yeah, I definitely need to switch to the height one.
Hey, panhandling's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Found your spreadsheets.
Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
What I don't sell
Oh, this is the other side. This is Epps Town, isn't it? Yeah. So this side has chunks on it. And my house. This side has chunks and my house.
if I have to eat fish.
Uh-oh. First of all, let's go to Euphoric. I don't know what we need to do in here, but...
I passed by the store today, boss.
You like art?
I don't know, but I know what I like.
Oh, you'll like this. Just head on over to Neon Tactical and check out the robot. It's my best work.
Are you in a gang?
Are you in a gang? You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang.
That was a pretty good mimic of my voice.
Maybe you've heard of them.
Why do you hang out here?
Euphoric is home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and
So rude.
thieves.
I just
Now,
wanted to
I
know.
haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due.
You consider yourself an artist?
Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint.
Frank wants retribution for what you did to Styx.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
Did Styx really kill members of your crew?
We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me.
That's not how that works. Why do you even tag it?
I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd stink for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy.
It can wash off, you know? So you admit the crime.
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
You're going to pay for the damages.
And what makes you think I will?
This needs to end. Haven't you lost enough of your crew?
Yeah, maybe. Fighting that old man is one thing, but that Model A is another story.
Rennick, not all in the head. Do you really want him as an enemy?
Yeah, it's hard to predict crazy. Never know what he might do.
You got the striker to worry about. Don't waste time with Rennick.
True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Ha! And it's gonna stay that way, if that old Cyclops knows what's good for him.
I've had plenty of time to work on... Don't get into any trouble.
Back off.
Hey there.
Just gonna follow me around now. It is on the other side. Look at that.
Do I have business with you or something? And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in?
You need to leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
What gang were you in before you joined the Sengoku?
The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. I clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them.
Maybe the Epside Striker was sick of you and wanted you to leave.
Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
Why did Sioka recruit you anyways?
They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate.
It's the wise thing to do.
Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time.
Security will eventually? No. If you keep thrashing all the shops, you won't be able to buy anything from anywhere.
I don't think things would be that extreme, but I guess I get your point. I can't believe I'm saying that.
This behavior doesn't benefit you at all. It's only making your life more difficult.
Sure. There may be some better uses of my time. It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer.
We're done here. I'll be on my way.
Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
I'm watching you.
Jesus.
That side's a bad.
Yeah? What do you want?
Warlord's not gonna bother you anymore.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
He agreed to stop. No point in kicking someone when they're down.
No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry, I did not understand you
Housing
clearly.
here is so
Please
expensive.
rephrase.
I'm
Pretty
asking for
soon
the
I'm gonna
sales
have to
report.
live in a crate.
Understood. Trying to issue.
It won't be as fast as a horizontal thing, but Jesus. Maybe I do need the balance one. It has a good horizontal and upward thrust. This has too much upward thrust.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence.
How goes the sleep? What is it?
Imogen's a stickler.
Well done. It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent. And as I said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
I appreciate your help with this matter. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale.
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
You need to wear your helmet on this planet.
That's right.
You know that, right?
Every damn crate.
Mind leaving me alone? I have a ton of logistics to plan. This is the last run to Neon I'm ever going to.
Take your junk, load it back on your ship, and get the hell out of here.
No! Hey, wait! You were there? When those security assholes nabbed me? Please, have a heart. You need to help me.
What are you in for?
Am I guilty? No! I mean, yes, yeah, I'm hypothetically involved in Aurora smuggling. But who isn't, right? What's going on here is about more than some bullshit charges.
Sounds like you are where you're meant to be.
Gee, thanks. You'll fit right in on Neon. But please, can you help me out? I've lost my job. I've lost my creds, and if I don't square things with Yannick Legrand, I'll lose everything else. Everything. Yannick is expecting a package. A really not so legal package. If you deliver it to him, he'll know I'm loyal. Don't worry, Yannick's loaded. He'll take care of you.
Why do you think you can trust me?
I, don't. But you are my last and really only chance.
So tell me what to do.
You are a regular lifesaver. You're solid. My crate's on Block 02 in Ebside. My authentication code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4. Just tell the manager and she'll key you in. The package is there, everything accounted for. Just take that to Yannick and hopefully this damn nightmare will be over.
You didn't hear this from me. But those ecliptic mercenaries? Factions. Freestar Collective and UC. That's why they...
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight...
Benjamin Bayou is so not compensating for anything. Edomaniac.
But this coveted position is split.
Gilman, were your credits working for you?
No one in this gal bank.
People joke, so those Varun zealots worship a snake. I can tell you. A snake.
Premier financial institutions.
Enjoy your visit to the trade tower.
Astral Lounge. I mean, confession time, I used to blow off some steam there.
Not on my face.
Bad idea.
Oh my. That's a lot.
You know I went to chef school.
Say it exactly.
Astral Lounge.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is empty.
We're in the lobby with the core kinetics.
These are some of the best guns money can buy.
You good?
What can I sell you today? Hey, you look like someone who craves serious firepower, yeah? Well, don't sweat it. I've got you covered.
And you are?
I'm the guy that's about to stick enough firepower in your hands to punch holes in all your problems. And you'll still get home in time to cook dinner. It's all part of my patented 4-step process. You see? I sell you a weapon. You buy the weapon, you shoot the weapon, and you kill your target. Couldn't be simpler. And that's guaranteed.
Yeah, and I kind of like guns too.
Oh man. Whew. Yeah, that was a good one. You see, I had you all figured out the moment you walked into my showroom. I said to myself, Matthias, that looks like the kind of person who blow a hole in the wall to get to their goal. I'm talking military-grade, state-of-the-art weapons hardware. Click. Bang. Am I right?
You often talk to yourself like that?
Only when a steely-eyed weapons wonderkind like yourself graces my place.
I'm looking for more clank and boom.
Oh, don't worry. We sell all sorts of nifty noisemakers around here. Just stay with me for a second. Imagine being completely surrounded by Crimson Fleet pirates, with nothing but a magstorm and a few hundred rounds. You wouldn't even break a sweat. You, my friend, are perched on the edge of infinity. And Core Kinetics would love to come along for the ride. So what do you say?
All you sell are more kinetic weapons?
Of course. And you want to know why? Because that's all you'll ever need. We're the first and last word in weapons tech. You point, you fire, the target's vaporized.
Oof. I think I need to lie down after that.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both. Let's get you tooled up and on your way.
Why you're always so amped up?
You think this is amped up? You should see me after I take a hit of Aurora. Maybe chase it with a couple cans of blend.
Aurora's supposed to slow you down.
Once I start flying, I could sell a mag launcher to your grandmother.
It's supposed to like mellow you out and slow things down
skills.
around you. It's like weed. What can tell me more about Core Kinetics?
Imagine the #1 gun manufacturer in the settled system.
Well, the
This is
reason
right at the top of the list.
It
The best
slows
of the
down
best.
the world,
Got
right?
that
So
in your
you
mind?
perceive things faster,
Okay.
which means you
Now,
slow down.
Core Kinetics.
It doesn't make
We
you
are chilling
hyper.
one
That's-
step above all of that.
Being hyper
Nothing
means that
else
everything
even
around you
comes
goes
close
faster.
to eclipsing our deadly mag tech. You think I'm bullshitting you?
I don't know if
Buy
that's
one
how
of
that
our
works.
guns. Slap in a magazine. Squeeze the trigger and feel the pull. There's no sensation like it in the galaxy. Feel the pull. I like that. I think I might use that as a slogan in our next ad campaign. Damn, I'm
I
good.
guess it could amp you up to make things. I don't know, man. What exactly is MagTech?
It's what the brain guys call the magnetically assisted projectile systems. That's the heart and soul of all our weapons. Those wizards managed to figure out how to push a solid slug out the end of a gun faster and more accurately than a conventional bullet. Some folks call them railguns, but I personally hate that name. This ain't no steam train. This is MagTech. And it'll put holes in concrete.
Mind if I browse?
Every weapon comes with our target destruction guarantee.
Mag shot. Damn, these are insane damage. Oh, oh my god. Mag storm and poison storm.
Remember, If you've got the credits, we've got the call.
Paradigm.
Yeah, what? Is this important? I'm really busy right now. Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago.
What's the conduction grid?
See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power.
A tour would be nice.
Well, like I said, it's shut down. Had to cut the entire tour staff too. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here.
Why are you being so open with this kind of sensitive information?
Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face and pretending that nothing's wrong. It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels forever or worse, go under completely.
Wouldn't have expected this company to make a fortune.
Wish that was the case. Fact of the matter is, we're barely treading water. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division.
Are you in charge?
Unfortunately, no. I'm in third on the corporate ladder. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kaito Harada, our esteemed CEO who never seems to be around.
Conduction grid is Geradine's only product?
No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the magnitude of the conduction grid. Genadine needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain stagnant forever, or worse.
Breaking even is better than going out of business.
Of course it is, but we're teetering on the edge of a precipice. One wrong move and the whole operation topples into the ocean. The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology.
Why do you care so much about what happens to Geradine?
I can give you 117 reasons. Our employees. If Genadine goes completely under, how many of them will lose their jobs? How many might get cut in a restructure? My position puts me in charge of the welfare of our personnel. I can't in good conscience allow that to happen to them.
How did Brayson get the job in the first place?
Isn't it obvious? Administrator Bayou clearly leaned on Ms. Komiko to get his brother hired. It's nepotism in action.
You have to man up and fire the guy.
I actually need our CEO's approval for that. And so far, it's been denied. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on, but I'm willing to take a chance. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou, but I don't know if he can be trusted.
He can't.
What do you think I should do?
What does the report say?
It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is running the Research and Development Division. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost Genadine as proof of his incompetence.
Yeah, don't set that.
I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego and look at this from a business perspective.
You should bury that report.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I've heard Bayou's killed people for doing less. What the hell was I even thinking? Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Why aren't there conductive grids in every major city?
That's an excellent question, and the answer for it is surprisingly simple. The conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen as its primary development site. Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but nothing public has ever been announced.
Can you tell me how the conduction grid works?
The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed electromagnetic absorption system. When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instantly distributed across the grid to prevent overload. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and rectifiers to ensure all of the negative and positive strikes are equalized. At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly, from which it's parceled out and used for power.
Where did Genodyne get its start?
Genodyne was founded in 2232 by the original designer of the conduction grid, Felicia Corbin. Working from her facility in Neon, it took her almost 25 years to get the conduction grid up and running. That was Genodyne's first and last major success. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Quit staring.
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Wait, where's the person who runs this place?
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Probably at the factory then.
Welcome to Keltport. Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
You have me confused with someone else.
Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst.
Why would this Mr. Okaibo hire people to represent him?
I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. So I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again.
That's... No, Paula. An apology isn't necessary.
That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
What's a Neon Mining League?
It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well-stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man, but his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts.
You don't strike me as a sort of person who's easily rattled.
Normally, yes, but in this case, Mr. Okadibo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
Are you in charge of the Cellcorp Neon office?
For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work.
Why should I call you Chloe?
Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad.
Would you mind telling me more about your father?
Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Kelp Corp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you.
Mind telling me a bit about Cellcorp?
We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills.
Maybe I could assist you in recovering Mr. Okaido's debt.
You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you.
Sounds to me like he's taking advantage of your goodwill.
No, you've got it all wrong. Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
Are you personally involved with Mr. Okaido?
That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind.
So yes, got it. I'll talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise.
How did Mr. Okaido rack up so much debt?
When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system, but it's clearly backfired. That poor man. Nice visiting with you.
Are you supposed to be here?
Ever run to spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down.
Glad you're doing that, not me.
What do you want to do for the
I'm glad I ended up at Kelp.
I don't know, but I gotta
Miss
get out of
McKenna
here.
treats her employees like
It's
family.
been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm not spending another break at my desk listening to Cody.
Are you gonna let me work, or are you gonna keep bothering me?
What? I'm working here.
Corporate agency.
Mr. Stroud, we didn't know you were coming in.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bust you in, sir. You know, Mr. Stroud, you are so lucky. This is the Stroud Eklund business offices. We don't do
Walter.
That's what you're looking
Issa.
Shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
I'll be back.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner. And you're just standing right here. Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding. Hello? Do you need a moment?
You're Walter's wife?
Co-CEO, heir to the Eklund fortune, and somewhere down there I'm his wife, yes.
Didn't know our marriage was such a low priority.
Oh, it jumps up the list at the right moments.
I know who you are and how many people work for you for next to nothing.
I see my partner has brought a labor dispute to my office.
No, I did not. Look, this isn't the time or the place.
I disagree. I don't see a reason we can't have this discussion. I won't belittle your position with some speech about how Stroud Eklund pays people more than average, or our years of charitable contributions. The fact is, the invisible hand of the market does not give out its gifts equally. We are literally in a tower, standing above the streets of the city. The metaphor isn't lost on me.
Self-awareness doesn't make you right. People are suffering.
Yes, they are. But my company comes first to me. Family is often an empty word in corporate culture, but I believe in it. If you belong to Stroud Eklund, we will take care of you. But that is where my sympathies end. I wish I could say I was a better person than that, but I'm not.
If none of the corporate fat cats give a damn about Neon, then it will never, ever get better.
That's the Neon ultra-competitiveness talking. Don't let her fool you. She moves mountains for others all the time.
If my partner is done undermining my position, why doesn't he tell me just how you two met?
Merely pointing out your finer qualities, Issa. And my colleague here is from Constellation.
Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much.
What's this about a speech?
Who was it again, Walter? The founder of Constellation?
Sebastian Banks, his final address before he disappeared.
Walter, were you a fan?
I merely found a group of like-minded individuals. Just like all of us.
So the big guy's secretly geeking out about Constellation. Walter, I had no idea.
Can we move on?
I'm 100% behind embarrassing Walter more.
I know. It's my favorite hobby. Now, why are you here, my dear? The board meeting isn't for a while, and our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
Ugh. This wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, Can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust?
Is this how you two work, sniping at each other?
Oh, just some light sparring, dear. Walter's actually very attentive when it's just the two of us.
When you mix business and family, you learn to compartmentalize.
The Astro Lounge, public place, lots of security holes.
Exactly. You can see how removed my husband is from the groundwork if he's overlooked something so obvious.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm off to do all the work while you two stay here?
I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you. Meet me back here. I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.